Hi, it's Jill, and I want to show you this new kit we've got for Valentine's Day. This is called Lover's Quarrel, and we're going to make these arrows, and then you frame it in this shadow box. Let me show you. Here's everything that comes in the kit. You get the shadow box, you get all of the feathers, the dowels for the arrows, a paintbrush, some paint, a Sharpie marker, and then you get all of these glue dots, and then the gold bling hearts for the arrows. And what I suggest you bring from home or you have available is some kind of a plate, either a plate or like a paper cup, so that the little dowels can dry with the paint, and then some scissors and a napkin. So let me show you how we get started. I'm going to just set this stuff out so that I have it ready. And what I'm going to start with is the dowels. And what I would suggest you do first is the Sharpie marker, because if you start with the paint, then you go back to use it, you have to wait too long for it to dry, or it'll get on your hands. So you start with the Sharpie marker, and incidentally, let me just grab this and show it to you again. You can see that these are all just decorated kind of however you want to do it. So there's a lot of customization that's available to you in this kit. Okay, so what I do is I hold this kind of like this, and then I rest it on my pinky, and then I can just turn it to make my stripes like this. And if you want to do a wide stripe, you can go like that and then just color it in like that. You get the idea. Or if you want to, you can do dots and turn your dowel as you make the dots. You can also try this look. I start on one end and I do a straight line like this, and then from the line I kind of feather it down. And it doesn't really have to be even. So you kind of get you can fill it in a little bit, and then you get kind of a feathered look with uneven edges. So there's different things you can do with your Sharpie. Now once you're done, let me show you how you would paint it. You get the little thing of paint in the kit, and you get the paintbrush. So this this paint, you just pinch these two together and it pops the lid open. Okay? And you do the paint the same way. The paint's going to be a little thicker, and I want the whole end to be painted. So I just turn it like that and then just paint up like that. And depending on how saturated you want it, you can add more. And then I just set it like that to dry. Okay, so just have at it with your dowels and go ahead and paint those. Now let me show you what we do with the feathers. Initially the feathers can be a little tricky. If you push too hard, it'll split the natural quill lines of the feathers. So instead you want to use a really, really light hand. So I'm going to turn this one upside down, and I'm going to kind of hold these together, and what I want to do is make a straight line. So again, I use a really light hand, and I just color it like that. And you can kind of use, just like dot it. And sometimes it helps to go from the outside in rather than the inside out, so it doesn't split the feather. Okay, so you can make lines like that, and obviously you need something underneath it. Or if you want to bleed, kind of feather the top, you can see the direction of the quills, so you can just kind of go like that. You can choose kind of a starting place to make your quill lines and kind of go like that. Another thing that you can do, let me start with a different feather, is again, you can kind of hold it, and I'm going to make these polka dots, little dots, like this. And then I'm going to, again, really soft hand with this one. I'm going to make little, kind of like little, I'm going to try it this direction, rectangles. Like that. So when you're done, you've got your feathers that kind of look like this. Okay? Okay, now I'm going to show you how to put the whole thing together. You've got a sheet like this of glue dots, and I don't know if you can see this or if it's shining. There you go. You can kind of see all of the little circles. Some of them you're going to need a full size, and some of them you're going to need a half. So for those you need a half, you can do a couple of things. You can cut them right in half like that so that you've got two halves like this, or you can pull them off the sheet. If I can get this open, there you go. You can pull them off the sheet and kind of roll it like that, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I don't want that to go out of focus for you. These are really sticky. So I've put it on the underside of that dowel. And then I've stuck that underneath. And then it's always easier with the hearts to just go like that. And you want it going that direction so that it's an arrow. And you just continue to put it together like that, and I'll show you the original here, until you see that you've got them lined up. And you just glue them to the backing, and then you'll notice we've got these little hearts, and those are the ones that you can also glue down with just like the half of the glue dots. There's actually 6. This one only shows 5, but there's 6, so you can put them in between the arrows, and then you just put it in the frame. So that's all there is to it. So there you go. Lover's Quarrel, Apostrophe S. Make it yours.